Hello, 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 and welcome to day four of the Fun and Easy Weight Loss Challenge. Tina McDermott here. I am thrilled that you are here with me. I hope that you are having a fun time with this Fun and Easy Weight Loss Challenge because that's exactly it. It's supposed to be fun, it's supposed to be easy, and just how do I say this? Oh, I know. Today's lesson is all going to be about the emotions of eating and how to calm our emotions so that we can be in love with ourselves, be in joy with the world around us, and love every single cell of our bodies. And that's what this is about, just loving self. So, I'm going to teach you some techniques of how to calm stress, how to calm anxiety, and how to calm those desires to eat that chocolate cake, those cookies, those cakes, the candies, the foods that you really don't want to eat, but you're eating because you're stressed out. So let's calm the stress. That's what today is all about. You can join the challenge anytime. Just go ahead and register. And when you do, you will get the guide and you'll get all of the other fun gifts that I'm giving everybody every single day right in your email box. Yes, right in your email box. Yeah, so let's just kind of review. Monday, we went over our goals and why and how much water you're supposed to drink. Tuesday, we talked about the glycemic index and how to combine our foods properly so that we blunt the rise in blood sugar. Wednesday, we went over eating foods that walk, fly, swim, and grow with the emphasis on grow and also adding fermented foods into your life. So to help with dysbiosis, that imbalance of good bacteria to bad bacteria. And if you're not going to be eating fermented foods, then likely you will need some nutritional support, some nutritional supplements. And in last night's document, I sent you the information for supplements that I take on a normal basis for many, many, many years that has helped me with the gas, the bloating, the constipation, the dysbiosis, which caused all of that. Today, all about the emotions of eating and how to calm and de-stress our bodies. And I've been under a lot of stress the last few days. I had an MRI on Monday that, oh my gosh, if you've ever had an MRI, I had to be belly down, arms up overhead. I was just major anxiety, major anxiety. And then Tuesday, I was on the phone for 5.5 hours with Home Depot arguing about the busted garage door that they delivered to me. It's still not resolved. And I can say I used a lot of my techniques to calm me down while I'm on the phone with them. Literally, I'm not joking, 5.5 hours, so that I wouldn't blow up and I wouldn't go in the kitchen and eat every single thing that I had in there. Okay, to help. Because when we're stressed out, when we have high anxiety, we want food, we go to food, specifically sugars and sometimes salts, which for some of us. And what those starchy, sugary foods, they elicit serotonin in our brain and make us feel better. But there are other techniques that we can do to help make us feel better. There's so many other things that we can do, and I'm going to give you a bunch of them right here, right now. You ready? Let's start with number one. Number one is going to be exactly what I just did. Breathe. Take it breaths in through your nose. Fill up the lungs, out through the mouth. Shh. It really works. Before you go to that food that you don't want or you do want, breathe. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Make the chew sound too. It helps. Inhale everything that is good in this world and exhale everything that doesn't belong. Inhale healing, beautiful energy going in and cleaning up all toxins, and exhale everything that doesn't belong in your body. I'll tell you, do 10 breaths like this, you'll feel oxygenated. You'll feel wonderful. I promise you. So that's technique number one. Breathing. We all know to do it, but we forget. So I'm here to remind you, breathe, breathe, breathe. Okay. Technique number two. Very simple. We want to change your state. Change your state. How are we going to do that? If you're sitting down, you get up and you jump up and down. This is it. Just jump up and down. You can dance. You can sing. Oh my gosh, singing breathing, singing. It's wonderful. You don't want me to sing for you, but stand up and jump around. And if you don't want to jump around, your knees are bad, don't jump. Just go up on your toes. Go up on your toes and do a little bit of wiggling. I call it wiggling, moving your hips, moving your body, dancing, and it changes your state. So don't, before you go for that junk food, change your state. And then maybe go and get some vegetables for if you really need to nosh on something. Okay. So that's number two, change your state. Number three is kind of along the same lines of changing your state. Go out for a walk. And that includes breathing, right? You're breathing, you're walking. Don't put earphones on. Don't listen. Don't talk to people. My husband loves to talk to me in the morning. I'm like, going for a walk. He goes, well, bring me with you. He's at work. And I'm like, no, I need to go and meditate. I need to go listen to the birds. I need to set my mind for the day. Are you kidding me? I don't want to talk to you. I love him dearly, but I go out and walk, exercise. That really, truly helps. Okay. If you, here, you could also pet a kitten. Okay. Petting kittens really works to help change your state. Sometimes I'll just go and I'll pick them up and pet them. Adorable. Anyhow, so those are things to change your state. I'm going to give you two more. The next one is, again, changing the state, and this one really works to help break up energy. And I have to think about this because I want you to clap your hands not this way, this way. Okay, I have to do counterclockwise. Clap your hands in front of your face, counterclockwise. Okay, counterclockwise. There we go. And that breaks up the energy and it makes you feel silly. Even the dancing and the jumping. All of that helps calm anxiety, and even if it's depression, stress, whatever it is, do that. Trust me, I was doing that a lot while I was on the phone with Home Depot on Tuesday, 5.5 hours later. Yeah, not fun. It still hasn't been resolved, by the way, but we will get to resolution very soon. Okay. The next technique I'm going to show you is called the emotional freedom technique. And you will get this if you registered, you will get this in your email. Okay. But we're going to do it together right here, right now. Okay. And what I want you to do is go and get that food that you're not supposed to eat and put it in front of you and rate your emotion of how much you need to eat that right now. Okay. 10, you cannot live without it, and 0, you could care less. Okay. So be sure to rate it before we start. And the emotional freedom technique is kind of like taking out the trash and then putting in good stuff, because we have to peel off those emotions, those bad emotions. That's taking out the trash. And then we're going to put in good thoughts. And I promise you, you will come down in that scale. If you're a 10 with that chocolate cake or chips or whatever it is, you will come down. Okay. Good morning, Gertie. Nice to see you, dear. Nice to see you. Okay. You will come down and in the rating of whatever that junk food is. Okay. Non-food, I should say. So first we're going to get ourselves set up. We're going to take out the trash, and then we're going to put good stuff in. We're going to do this together. You're going to repeat after me, and we're going to do a setup statement. The setup statement, you're just going to go between the pinky bone and the wrist bone and take the 2 fingers of the other hand. It doesn't matter which side you do it. It doesn't matter. Okay. And you're just going to tap very gently. Don't hurt yourself. Very, very, very gently. And you're going to repeat after me. Okay. Here we go. Even though in the past emotions have driven my eating, I know this time can be different. Even though in the past emotions have driven my eating, I know this time can be different. One more time. Even though in the past emotions have driven my eating, I know this time can be different. Okay. Now we're going to go top of the eye, 2 fingers very lightly, top of the eye, and repeat after me. I am an out of control emotional eater. Side of the eye. I let my emotions drive my eating. Under the eye. I let my emotions run my eating. Under the nose. I let my emotions rule my eating. Under the chin or on the chin. I let my emotions control my eating. Now we're going to go to the collarbone, just a little bit below the collarbone, soft spot right there. I let my emotions drive my eating. Under the arm, right where the bra strap would be, I let my feelings rule my eating. Top of the head, my eating is totally out of control. All right, let's do this one together. I'm an out of control emotional eater. I let my emotions drive my eating. I let my emotions run my eating. I let my emotions rule my eating. I let my emotions control my eating. I let my emotions drive my eating. I let my feelings rule my eating. My eating is totally out of control. One more time. I'm an out of control emotional eater. Remember, we're taking the trash out. I let my emotions drive my eating. I let my emotions run my eating. I let my emotions rule my eating. I let my emotions control my eating. I let my emotions drive my eating. I let my feelings rule my eating. My eating is totally out of control. Scream it out if you have to. All right. Now you're feeling a little more energized. And we got the trash out. Okay. None of that is true, but we needed to get it out. And now we got to put good stuff in, because if you have trash and you're putting good stuff on top of trash, it doesn't work. So we got to take it out. Okay. You ready? We're going to put some good stuff in. Here we go. Top of the eye. And you can do the same side. It doesn't matter. Let's do this side. I know this time can be different. I know that I can control my eating. I'm sorry, you're supposed to be repeating after me. I know this time can be different. I know I can control my eating. I deeply and completely love and accept myself. I know this time can be different. I know that I can control my eating. I no longer need to let emotions control my eating. I no longer need to have emotions tell me when it's time to eat. I know this time can be different. Top of the eye. I know this time can be different. We're just going to do this one together. I know that I can control my eating. I deeply and completely love and accept myself. I know that I can control my eating. I know that this time can be different. I no longer need to let emotions tell me control my eating. I no longer need to let my feelings tell me when it's time to eat. I know this time can be different. We're going to do this one more time. I know this time can be different. I know I can control my eating. I deeply and completely love and accept myself. I know this time can be different. I know that I can control my eating. I no longer need to let emotions control my eating. I no longer need to have my feelings tell me when it's time to eat. And I know this time can be different. Take a long, deep breath. Just breathe into that. Now I want you to take a look at that food that you really wanted to go to, or your stress levels, and rate your stress levels or rate your desire for that food right now. If it's come down a few notches, great. Do this whole thing again until it comes down even more, until it comes down to zero. Do this with every time you get stressed about and you want to go to food. Do this with all of your favorite foods. It doesn't mean that you're not going to desire your favorite foods, your junk foods. I love chocolate. I eat it all the time. But I eat it not all the time, but I eat it in moderation. I'm not going to eat a whole candy bar, okay? Not that I eat candy bars. I eat dark chocolate, and I love dark chocolate. You're not going to not want it. You're just not going to not want to eat it in excess. I hope that makes sense to you. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Anyhow, those are all of actually, there is another modality that I use that I'm certified in called the peace process. I am a peace process certified practitioner. And the peace process is a whole nother level of dealing with the emotions. And I bring you to neutral. I bring you to peace, total peace with whatever those emotions are going on in your life, whether they're for food or whatever else is going on. And that is something that I do with my one-on-one clients, with my groups, and it's wonderful. I absolutely love doing the peace process and watching people transform from high anxiety to complete neutrality. The emotion freedom techniques works beautifully, and it's a tool that you can use on your own. You can absolutely use on your own. You can use all the tools that I showed you here. All right, that concludes today. I want to make sure that you can know that you can join this challenge anytime this week. Consume all of the videos all at once. Just make sure that you answer all of the questions and in the comments below. And by midnight on Saturday, okay, make sure you answer all of those questions. All right, in order to qualify for the grand prize. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. I love each and every one of you. And, I believe in you. I know that you can do this. Live a life that's healthy, vibrant, and free. And, lose the weight naturally without yo yo dieting. All right, until tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be another our final fun live, and I cannot wait to see you then. All right, until then, namaste. Bye for now, everyone. Have an amazing day on purpose.